Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing another makeup tutorial because you guys loved the other one so much. So I thought I was going to do a little bit more of a dramatic look. I was debating doing a easy, like, everyday look again, or a kind of a smoky, dramatic look, and I went with the dramatic because I feel like I have a couple of my everydays up right now, and I thought it'd be fun to do a dramatic look. So I'm going to go ahead and wet my sponge and I'll be right back. Okay, so the very first thing we're going to do is I'm going to prime my face, and I'm just using the Tarte base tape for that. And I just applied it like I would a moisturizer. I have really dry skin, and I'm coming off really pink on camera, but I'm not that pink in real life. But anyway, then, since I do have dry skin, I am going to take a little bit of the MAC strobe cream like I did in my last video, I think. And then I'm just going to take a small bit of that and tap it right on the tops of my cheekbones. And then a little bit what's left over on my forehead. Okay, so I thought right now would be a really good time to kind of explain me and who I am. If you're new to my channel, welcome. So if you guys don't know who I am, my name is Be Messy. I am an author. I do literature, I do lifestyle, I do all of it. And I am a licensed esthetician, so I do skin. I am a huge skin junkie, and I'm an esthetician. I have a pretty steady clientele. I have had a lot of training with the IDI, which is the International Dermal Institute, which is very highly respected. They are located in Chicago. And I have a couple skincare videos up if you have any questions. I know I did one on acne, I did one on like skincare myths, I did one on like ways companies like marketing tries to trick you and what it actually means, what you should be spending your money on. So if you want to check those out, I think I have a playlist. I'll either link it at the end or I'll have it in the description box. But I also don't just do skin, I do makeup at my job. I am a makeup artist as well. I was kind of self-taught via YouTube, and then I was actually taught by a New York City Fashion Week makeup artist. She is great. She was so nice too. She was just awesome. And then, yeah, so I've had training with a lot of people from like California, New York, Chicago, and I don't know, I take it really, really seriously. So anytime I can get any training, I do. I've been trained on my eyebrows the Anastasia way via a representative from Anastasia, and they were taught directly by Anastasia. So, okay, so the face is looking good. I might put a little bit of the Hourglass stick foundation on my cheeks, and yeah, so, ooh, I just ruined that. Oopsie. Oops. No, don't go up, go down. I'm not a big fan of the Hourglass foundation. I don't think it blends very well, in my opinion. I don't know. I like it as like a concealer, but I am not a big fan of it. And I don't feel like it, I don't know, stays very well or something. I feel like it is splotchy. So, yeah, and then I'm going to go ahead and take a little bit of the, I'm going to layer, because this is a dramatic look. I'm going to put a little bit of Tatcha, what is this, the egg thing? It's the pearl. My gripe with Tatcha's pearl is that they don't have a lot of shade range. They have about 3 shades, and I was worried. I mean, it still kind of is too dark on me, but it has a peachy undertone, which helps with the darkness under my eyes. And if you want to know all about that, I can do a video on under eye circles. I get a lot of questions about it from clients. Also, if you guys just have any skincare questions, just let me know. You don't need a lot of this. Less is more. Okay. I kind of treat that as like a primer, or I will just go ahead and go in with only that. Okay, so I did zoom you guys in a little bit, so, okay. And I'm just going to go in with my Shape Tape. Just going to do about that much, and then also, I noticed this while editing my last video. This eye doesn't move. Hate to tell you that, but I can't look up with it. It's a muscle thing, so if you see like my eyes not move, that's what that is. So I can't control it. You're probably gonna see it in just a second. But sorry. It's actually really helpful when I'm doing my makeup because I can literally look straight if I want to. So like when I do any of my eyeliner or anything like that, it's really helpful. Okay. So now I have that done. I was also using the Eco Tools sponge. Everything that I use is going to be linked down below, by the way. But let me go ahead. I'm going to take a sip of my tea. And then let's go ahead and spray my face. I'm using the Urban Decay All Nighter. I have found this is the best setting spray of all time. I've used the Morphe. I've used a couple different ones, like the Lancome one, the Morphe one, a couple different ones, but I love this one. The Clinique Moisture Surge is good for just like moisture, but it's not good for setting in my opinion. So I had this, this was on clearance at Ulta after the holidays. They had like a pack of 2, so I went ahead and I bought it for like less than 1 of these, so it was great. So, okay, so now that that's dry, I want to go in with some powder, and I don't know, I switch up between my powders. My favorite is the Cover FX powder, but today I think I'm going to go with a Maybelline Fit Me, and I'm in the color 05. I should have gotten the translucent though. I didn't know that that was an option, but when Ulta opens back up, I will go ahead and just purchase another one. Okay. So I'm going to take some on my sponge. And I'm going to go ahead and look up. Again, it doesn't move, but I'm just going to tap it underneath the eye. Now on my everyday eye, I won't use a sponge, I'll just use a brush because I don't need to like pack on the product, if that makes sense. But since I am doing it a bit dramatic today, I do want to kind of press it on in. Alright, so I have my face done. And I'm going to take another sip of my tea. But what I'm going to go ahead and do now, it's a little backwards, but just stick with me. So I'm going to go ahead and curl my lashes. And then I'm going to put a coat of waterproof mascara on them. And I'm using the Lash Discovery. And the reason I'm doing waterproof is because my lashes grow down. They don't grow like out. My lashes actually grow at a downward angle. So they do not curl on their own. Even if I do curl them, they straighten out pretty quick. And a waterproof mascara makes all the difference. It keeps it curled. I know there's a debate between if that's good for your lashes or not, but I don't really care. So. Okay, so my brow is in really good shape, and I'll kind of teach you how Anastasia kind of does it, or that method. So an eyebrow, let me get another stool. So an eyebrow should start here, and then on this. It's not like from here, it's from here. Here's the arch, and then again from here, here's the tail. So that's how you are supposed to kind of measure. And I'm using the Anastasia 7B brush because this brush, I didn't believe the hype till I actually like used it. I don't know if you guys can tell. Look at how thin that is. I mean, you will not get a thinner brush than this. If I could find... It's the only one I use, so I actually don't have another one, but it is so fine and so sharp, so I go by it. So the very first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take their powder, and I'm in the shade, I think medium brown, soft brown. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and take it like this, if that makes sense, like that, and I'm going to line it up with the arch of my brow. And I'm just gonna kind of brush it back and forth. I'm not gonna be too precise with this. I just want to fill in the brow. And so yeah. So you can definitely tell how much warmer that is from my natural hair color. And my hair color is a natural like ashy brown. But I have red dyed hair. So this matches my hair. And right now I have roots galore, so don't judge me. But that's what that looks like. Don't worry if it looks a little bit crazy. We're just on phase 1. We're going to kind of clean it up in just a second. So if you make any mistake, just go over it with a spoolie. Okay, so if you can notice the difference between this eye and this eye is much thicker. So I'm going to go ahead and do the other eye real quick, and then we'll go ahead and go into step 2. Okay, so I have that done. They are pretty nice and thick, and that's just a little bit of powder. So I'm going to go ahead in with the brow definer. It's the thicker of the 2 pencils, and I'm going to go ahead and go in with the same shade, medium brown. And we're going to outline with this, okay? So I'm going to just go ahead and just give it a little bit of shape. And this product was actually made to be all 3 of their products in one. So the powder, you could fill it in, you could be precise with it, and you could stencil with it. So, highly, highly recommend this product. If you're going to go with one Anastasia product, go with the brow definer. I do have the brow pomade, but I'm not going to use that today because that's a lot. I don't feel like I need it. And then I'm just going to kind of brush it just to kind of loosen that, and then you see how much thicker that is when I've just outlined it. So Now, I am going to go ahead and go in with a brow pomade, and I'm going to show you how to use it because I don't like how one of my brows looks right now, and I think it needs just a little bit of touch up. So, let's go ahead and focus. Okay. I don't know if you guys can tell, but this eye has a lot more space. You can see like my actual skin where this eye you can't. They are sisters, not twins. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that same brow pencil I used with the powder. I'm going to go ahead and get some of this, like this. Just a little bit. And I'm going to put the cap on. And I'm going to use this as like a paint easel. So, I'm just kind of pressing it on, kind of like that. And then I'm going to just kind of rub it on the back of my hand to make sure I don't have any product on. So now I'm going to go in with the very tip of it, and we're going to just go like that. So I have one little thing. I'm going to put it point down, and very, very lightly, I'm just going to make some hair-like strokes. You want space in between them, but there we go. So you see now how it's much better. And then if you really want to go the whole 9 yards, let's go ahead and do it since I just did the pomade. Take a little bit of concealer. And we're not correcting anything. We are just going to go in with a little bit of concealer and a flat tapered brush, like so. And we're going to, again, just outline the brow. So do you see how that kind of cleaned it up? And again, I'm just taking the smallest amount of my Shape Tape. Now that that's done, my eyelashes are dry. So let's go ahead and do a dramatic eye look. I'm going to go ahead and use a Too Faced palette that I really like. It's the Hot Buttered Rum palette. Unfortunately, this is limited edition, but it just has a lot of warm toned tones. So, if you have like the gingerbread palette, that would be very similar. But I'm going to go ahead and take a fluffy brush, and I'm going to go in with this shade right here, which the light's not the best, but this shade right here. And we're going to put this just in the crease as a transition shade. Okay, and now what I'm going to go ahead and do with that same brush is I'm going to take a little bit of this yellow in the palette. It's like a mustard yellow. And I'm going to go ahead and put it again right in the crease very, 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 very lightly. There we go. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a pencil brush and I'm going to go in to the maroon shade. It's kind of like a wine. And we're going to just do like a very precise line right in the crease. And then we're going to just kind of blend it. Now I'm just going to take a fluffy blending brush and just kind of go over that area just to soften out the edges. Okay, now onto the main event, which is going to be the lid. I'm going to take just a flat brush. I'm taking a MAC 239. And I'm going to go in with kind of a gold shade all over the lid. So, there's that. And then I'm going to go in with another coat. Alright. Then I'm just going to go ahead and do the same thing to the other eye. Okay, so now that the lid is done, I'm going to go back in with that pencil brush. And I'm going to kind of rub off what is on it. And I'm going to go in with a dark brown. Okay? And we're going to take this into the outer corner, starting right here. And I'm just going to go ahead and follow the natural shape of my eye, blending as I go. Alrighty, and that is pretty much finished with the eyeshadow. But real quick, I'm going to go ahead and take a brush like this, and I'm going to take it in that first transition shade that we used, and I'm going to go ahead and look up. And okay, so I finished my eyes. I'm going to go ahead and go in with the face now. I also added another coat of mascara. But I'm going to go in with my NARS Laguna bronzer, which is my favorite bronzer. And we're going to go ahead and bronze it up. So let's go ahead and just hit the forehead. And then I like to bring it down to the eyebrow. And then I like to just take whatever is left over and bring it down to my temples. And then a little bit of contour. And I am not baking today. That is not what I'm doing. Alright, so do you guys see the difference between just the shape of my face on this side than this side? It's great. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and go on the other side. I like to connect the bronzer at the top of the forehead. Okay, now that that's done, I'm going to go in with some blush. And I'm going to take the NARS Dolce Vita blush. And a tip for blush is to look at your fingertips when you're picking out a blush. And hold it up to the blush and see what shade matches the pink of your fingertips, because that's the shade you naturally blush. So for me, it's Dolce Vita. And I'm going to be using a MAC blush brush in 120. Take a little bit, it doesn't take a lot. Smile. And honestly, I like blush. I'm not afraid of it. I know a lot of people don't like it, but I really like it, so I'm gonna take. Alright, now I'm going to go ahead and spray my face again with the All Nighter. And now, as second to last step, that's actually not the color I wanted. Okay, and now for the second to last step, I'm going to go in with a highlighter. This is the Becca Champagne Pop on a fluffy brush. This is a Jaclyn Hill 09. And I'm going to smile and put it right there. I don't put a lot on. You don't need a lot. But if you wanted to, what we could do is, let me clean this. I have a brush, but I need to get it clean, so give me just a second. If you want to clean your brush really quickly, get a spot cleaner. That will do it. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little bit on this pencil brush, and I'm going to put it right in between my eyes. Right on the tip of my nose. And then right on the inner corner of my eye to really kind of open it up. And then right on the brow bone. Okay, and then now I'm gonna go ahead and take a MAC, no, not MAC, okay, so now I'm going to take a MAC lip liner in Subculture, and I'm going to line my lips, and then I'm going to take a Clinique lipstick in the color 04 Subtle, and that is going to go ahead and complete the look. Let me go ahead and put my hair down. And that is going to go ahead and complete the look. I haven't done my hair yet, so no, this is like day 3 hair, and I have dry shampoo in, and it's a hot mess. But we're here for the face, not the hair. So this is the finished eye look and just the finished makeup look all together. So if you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps us YouTubers with the engagement. Basically what that does is it's going to tell YouTube to push it to more people to see, and I get more engagement that way, and then more views, and it's just good. If you liked it, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you're new, hit that subscribe button. I do every kind of content out there. I try to kind of keep it consistent at 2 times a week, but sometimes life happens and I'm not able to. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments down below what video you want to see next, or what makeup look you would like to see next. And I will see you guys in my next one.